Yo, 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 what's up, Bulls Nation, Bulls family? Y'all already know we back with another one, man. It's the Bully Sports Show. Y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, man. We here today to bring y'all some up-to-date Bulls news, man. We gonna get into all of this shit that's going on. Excuse my language. Right now, we are probably the worst team in the NBA, not in the sense of record, but the way things are looking, man, it's a fucking travesty, man. So we look at it, we got the secret extension from Billy Donovan, no moves being made at the trade deadline last year. Javonte Brand been out, Lonzo Ball been out. What the hell going on with our medical? Lack of transparency from AK and Mark Eversley. It's a lot going on, man. Billy Donovan and Zach LaVine beefing. DeMar DeRozan experiencing these nicky knack injuries that's coming out to the public. So it's a lot of things that's going on, man. And we here to discuss this. So y'all go ahead, jump down in that comment section. But before we get into this episode, man, let me ask my co-host, my brother, how you doing, man? Q, what's going on with you, bro?
Bro, this shit terrible, bro. Like, as you said, there, 6-game losing streak. We got something to look forward to as Bulls fans. We got DeMar DeRozan in the All-Star game. We got IO, the Rising Stars Challenge. So that's some good positivity we got out of this. But aside from that, bro, this is looking terrible. I think we blew the lead in all 6 games. Going into the fourth quarter for at least 4 of them. We blew a lead to the Grizzlies, the Pacers twice. It's just bad at that point. I don't really know if we expecting too much as fans or if Philly expecting too much of certain players. I'm just not really sure. I'm not really sure at all what they really asked for at this point based off what I've seen on the floor. And since DeMar's looked like he might miss some time, I really don't know what to do going forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really too much to look forward to. We definitely not in the, I would say, the most prestigious situation right now. We got a lot of things to question. And I think first and foremost, we start with ownership and management. A lot of our concerns, and like I said in the opener, the lack of transparency between Mark Eversley and Arturis. We knew that they wanted to bank on continuity, but still, it was too broad. It wasn't like anything that we can really sit here and put our finger on. Continuity could mean, hey, we want to keep our best players, maybe give him more time with the coach. We signed him to an extension, see how our top 3 players work with the coach, and then we, shuffle and move around other pieces. I didn't think continuity in the sense of, hey, we bringing every single body back, and we're going to try this thing again without our starting point guard, and we're going to hope that these players, eventually are able to help all-star caliber players. I don't know. It's just too confusing to me. But with that being said, what do you think this all started, man? Like, if you could sit here and pinpoint something in Acme's tenure, now the loss of Larry Markkinen, the loss of Wendell, the trade of Nikola Vucevic, the secret extension to Billy Donovan. I think right now the water is starting to boil, man. But this ain't happened overnight, so.
Me personally, I think it's the secret extension and the no moves and 2 deadlines in a row. So we have the injury to Lonzo Ball before the first deadline. We see the team not really performing the same. We see Zach struggling with a knee injury. We see Hoop struggling. No moves deadline on the first deadline. They say they want to wait to see everybody healthy. I understand that. Me personally, it was just the secret extension with Billy Donovan. I didn't feel like, I don't want to say he didn't deserve it, but I don't think he was like, he clearly didn't deserve to get fired, but I didn't think he deserved an extension yet. Wanted to see exactly what he would do with a playoff constructed team. He got us a 7 seed, and it looked like we finna be in the play-in, even though we still have 3 all-star talents. A guy that averaged 18 and 12, two guys that can give us 25 and 24. So I think with that, I just don't see why he got an extension, and I also don't see why no one knew about it. And I questioned them because I wondered, did the players know? How did the players feel? And going into November, you have Zach LaVine getting into it with Billy Donovan after he gets benched. So it's just a lot to really look at, and it just makes me wonder what exactly Arturas sees that they want to move forward with, especially in Billy Donovan. Like they didn't even fathom like looking for another coach.
No, I think you said something that's, that may go under the table on here, but I really want to know, like, what did the players think about this secret extension? Because that could be the result of what we seeing now. How you bringing up, the Zach and Billy B. Zach probably was unsure about the situation. But I'm not sure if AK even addressed. I would assume he addressed the All-Stars. Like, hey, what y'all feel about Billy as head coach? Last year, going into at this same time last year, we got to remember Billy Donovan was a game away from coaching the All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? We was the number 1 seed going into All-Star break. Tied with Miami. And to see where we are now, it's just like a complete 360, and I don't think it's one person to blame or anything like that. I think you can blame partially on the players, the coach, management.
Players gotta perform.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they gotta execute. But you hear small rumblings, like, in Zach LaVine interviews and things like that. You hear certain type of frustrations. Hey, I don't feel like I might be utilized to the best of my ability. These secret meetings DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine having in regards to playing together. And, Vooch even saying it last year. Hey, I don't think I was utilized the best way. And I think when you sit here and look at it, that's why we fucking 24th in offense. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. To me, I gotta sit here and say it start with management. Management put these pieces in place, and I don't think they go out there and tell them like, hey, no, let's not succeed. Like, yeah, we want everybody to be successful, but at the same time, it just seems like everything is not cohesive. Everything is not gelled in that one time. And that's the big thing, man. So going from your standpoint, you think it started out with the secret extension of Billy Donovan?
Yeah. So I think management fault for secret extension. Billy Donovan still the guy who orchestrates the product on the floor. So that's where I put the majority of my blame at. Because I think I don't think we're a championship team, but we have the talent to be a top 6 team in the East. We definitely shouldn't be 11th. We shouldn't be bottom 6. We're 11th right now. That's definitely unacceptable. And I definitely think we have and I also think we have the talent sometimes players can play above their role. I haven't yet seen a Bull. When the last time you seen a Bull a player have a breakout game that wasn't supposed to?
Javonte Brand.
And wait, oh yeah, that's right. That the game he did this the whole time. I give you that. But he the only one I'll probably go for something like that. But aside from that, I think we got like an IO 22, a Pat like 27.
But I mean, these are starters. I don't. To me, 22 as a starter, that you're not exceeding expectations.
Exactly. Like they should have way more games of that. How many times we play the Pacers and Matthew gets for 25, and then you got Heel going for something else, and then you got Naismith going for 20. Like you don't know who the dub coming from, and it should be like that for a team. Like everybody should stay ready. People should be able to get in their spots, and you should be able to make an adjustment for someone else to be able to score. Especially if people we got Kobe White got an offensive game. Pat got a little bit of offensive game. Vooch has an offensive game. Why do it seem like we struggle to get these people involved?
I 100% agree with you. To me, to have so many offensive focal points on your team, it makes no sense that we're 24th in offense, barely
Like,
scoring over 100 points. Like that,
right?
that makes that makes
I
no
mean,
sense to me.
I know we're not the best 3 point percentage team. I mean, percentage wise, apparently we're still okay, but I know but even still, if we can shoot the three okay from when we take them, there's no reason we bottom half in the league in offense, and we got all these guys that can get a bucket 1-on-1, especially in the mismatch.
No, most definitely. To me, that's a direct result of coaching. So me being me, because we're gonna kind of tie this back into your second part, because it's something else you touched on in regards to lack of talent almost, and the fact that they didn't address any talent issues within two deadlines. I know you probably remember this, but even when we signed Lonzo Ball, I still was kind of skeptic in the sense of his health, and then is he would he be the natural point guard that we needed? I was actually on the train of bringing in Lonzo Ball with the additional point guard to kind of offset the things Lonzo Ball can't do. And for us to kind of lean so heavily on his skill set, and this guy's not even an all-star level player, to me it just don't make no sense. Of why we're struggling everywhere else. That's either lack of development, again, lack of cohesion, whatever it is. We need to figure it out. Like, we definitely need to figure it out. And I think you could address some of these issues by making trades, which we did. So getting into that point right there, man, the lack of not making moves at back-to-back trade deadlines, I really think that stifled us. You see 28 other teams went out there, tried to get better, either now or in the future. You look at us, we didn't make any moves. We still didn't. I mean, it seems like we're in a buyout market, but we still haven't submitted any deals yet. And we losing. So to me, usually buyout players are looking to go to contenders. Why in the hell is somebody like, we want to keep saying the Hall of Famer Russell Westbrook shit? Why would he want to come to the Chicago Bulls? I understand Billy Donovan here, but it seemed like Billy Donovan rocking the Titanic right now. So, what would incentivize somebody to come here like that? And first and foremost, why not address these needs when the opportunity strikes? Like, we've been struggling all season. Like, you can't tell me there was not one deal out there that you found feasible to actually bolster this team, to actually bring an actual point guard in here, to bring some type of rim protection, to maybe get a younger piece with some higher upside who can play now, a Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley. I mean, Mike Conley was out there, D'Lo was out there. To sit here and say, I'm going to ride with Vooch, Kobe, and Ayo, no disrespect to them, but that would be the best for right now and going forward.
To not even get a Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I think, by keeping Vooch, to me, this is the big mistake. Vooch is having a career year. I won't say a career year, but one of his better campaigns.
This is probably one of his most efficient years.
So he's playing well, and I really like Vooch. But the thing is, I would rather have a subpar center than a subpar point guard, and I think that's what we're dealing with right now. We have Vooch, who's probably our best distributor at the center position. He probably, makes the best decisions with the ball. He's not a high turnover guy. He makes good passes. He's a very cerebral type player. I like Vooch. But at the same time, this is not to shit on Ayo, but my guy is a second round pick, and point guard is the toughest position in today's NBA. And to try to ignore that, it makes no sense. And I think with so many point guards that was available this past trade deadline, you could have addressed that need by moving off of Vooch. And to me, I think in the game of basketball, I would sacrifice having a lightly above average center, instead of having a slightly above average point guard, I would most definitely rather have a good point guard than a good center, and that's any day, all day. I think a good point guard could make uh, DeAndre Drummond. Andre Drummond. I think he can make him play better. I think if you would have went out there and got you a Mike Conley, D'Lo, or something like that, you will see a better Drummond. Or if you went to go get Bo Cruz, Willie from New Orleans Pelicans, whatever the case may be, I just think the point guard too of an important position just to ignore. And then to double down on Vucevic, 32 years old, you could have flipped him for one of these young guards out here. Even if Lonzo Ball do come back, I don't want to see Lonzo Ball coming back as a full-time starter. I just can't bank on his health, and he gonna be on minute restrictions. Like my man's been out almost 2 years now.
2 years. And at that point, he's not gonna. And we can't even assume he gonna play a whole season no more.
Nah,
he officially never has. So at this point, why even assume he is? You gotta give him AD treatment.
Yeah, nah, for real. And to me, that's the biggest thing. Like, you didn't address none of this. Like, literally nothing. And then, like, we don't know what's going on with Javonte Brand. It's just making me super skeptical about the medical. And I don't know. I'm starting to lose confidence in what they doing. Like, you ship out Lowry. Even though I was a big proponent, I felt like I wanted Lowry to go to. His time here was.
I want him to stay.
Yeah, I know you was a big advocate for Lowry. I like Lowry. The thing is, I needed a point guard. And that's the same thing. Like, it's like, bro, we need a point guard. And it's like, why do we keep trying to ignore this and put these, guards who just not ready right now? Like, maybe Ayo will be ready 3, 4, 5 years from now, but right now he's not a starting point guard. Patrick Williams. I like Pat. Right now he's not a starting level 4. He has the upside and everything like that, but I just think, when you got Zach, Vooch, and Demar, that's enough for you to be a top, like you said, 6 team in the East. It's all about the complementary pieces. Like, what else are you going to put around them to be successful?
I'll admit, I think I was wrong. I think Pat probably would have been better off the bench. So he got the ball in his hand more. Yeah. Now that we see kind of more of the type of player he wants to be when he gets the ball, definitely was right. He probably should have came off the bench to best utilize and develop him better. And then we could have a tougher 3-and-D guy. Like if we had a Jay Crowder, or I'm naming all case scenarios. Like a Draymond, anybody like a good 3-and-D core.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been perfect.
Yeah, good.
High IQ 3-and-D4. That's all. I think that's all we needed. And high IQ point guard.
No, that's first and foremost. I think we'll continue to be in mediocrity until we get an actual point guard. There's no way we can sit here. No NBA team today, right now, that is a top seeded team, they don't have a below average point guard. Like, give me one team with a below average point guard. It ain't one.
Do you count Marcus Smart?
That's not below average. A defensive player of the year, that's not below average, bro. Yeah, offensively, he got his shortcomings, but as far as impacting the game, that's not a below average guard. I just don't. We don't like.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ain't. To me, it ain't really one out there. They all elite is something. And we don't have that on our roster. We had that in Lonzo Ball, marksman. He was elite defensively and passing the ball. Would be the best compliment next to a Zach LaVine and a DeMar DeRozan, because he can play up, and then you can add Caruso and then it cause some havoc. But we got 30 games of that. You know what I'm saying? like 100-some games done went by, and we still haven't, woke up and said, hey, maybe that small glimpse that we had, we appreciate it, we grateful for it, but maybe it's time to move on and try to do, something better and do bigger things. Now, not to keep harping on the trade deadline, the woulda, shoulda, coulda. Now let's transition on, what may happen. What would you want to do? We got 20-something games left in the season. I don't care what buyout candidate you bring on this roster. I don't think it's turning the season around. We may be in a play-in. I don't see us making the playoffs. We definitely going to the lottery. What? If you AK, what's your plan this offseason? What you want to do? What would you do?
I guess probably sign and trade Vooch if you can.
But when you do sign and trade Vooch, you only could take back half of that salary that you taking. So say if they sign him, say he goes somewhere for $25 million a year, the player that we take in a sign and trade only can make 12.5. You know, that's the max.
I mean, it's just at the fact that like you just want to let him walk. Or do you want to at least be like, maybe we can hope we get something back?
I think if that's what they was thinking, we would have moved him at the deadline.
I mean, but like, I'm thinking like, do Vooch want to come back?
Yeah. I mean, that's a big. For me, I would think he want to come back because they did move him at the deadline. They acted pretty confident, you know, that they gonna re-sign him. I wouldn't mind bringing Vooch back, but bro, I need a point guard. Before I'm over here trying to prioritize Vooch, I need to go get a point guard.
I mean, I feel like that's how you gonna have to get it, unless you don't have to trade somebody. You got like a couple people off the bus. You got Javonte Brand, Tony Bradley,
Kobe Io.
Vooch. Yeah, Vooch. So, and then
Derrick Jones and Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond. Okay.
They got playoffs.
So yeah. So I don't know. I don't really know anybody in the free agency right now that they could go sign. Don't know how our pick situation gonna end up. I'm still assuming we're not gonna have it. So I would still assume we stuck with Lonzo Ball contract. I think, what was it, a 4-year?
Yeah,
or 3 year?
Yeah, 4 years, so next year be his third.
Yeah, so we stuck with it. We can only hope he comes back next January. I think this is tough. I don't really know, because like all the people that I would want to make a move for, we either can't get or they got moved. I think we could try to make a move for Buddy Hield, maybe.
No,
See if bro. But
redundant. Like,
yeah,
that's 3 guards who offensive minded and play no defense. And Zach and Demar, I think that'd be. Yeah, I don't know, man. The route that I would go.
Who you got in mind?
I mean, at this point, I feel like you gotta re-sign Vooch.
All in on Shai Gilgeous.
I mean, he ain't available. Shit, if he was available, hell yeah, you can take whatever on this roster. I would really be looking. To me, it's gonna come down to. It seems like Vooch is gonna be back, and it's gonna come down to Demar, Zach LaVine. To me, I feel like you could build a. Yeah, I would definitely try to trade Demar. I know how important he is to the team, the culture, and things like that. I really like him, but he's going into a contract year, and I don't want to give him that Kyle Lowry, type contract, that Chris Paul type contract. I don't think those players at the age of, he'll be 35 going into his new deal. I think when you 35 plus, if you're not a LeBron level type player or a KD type player, like, I don't think that's sustainable in the roster. And I think he's already redundant with Zach LaVine. Like, he is a better scorer in my opinion. But Zach still have room to improve because he's like at the beginning of his prime. And I think if you can find that 1A player, just kind of how Phoenix did it. You bring in a solid point guard, you get one of the best players in the league next to a Devin Booker, and then you got an Aiden or something like that. I think that's a recipe that you should want to follow to kind of model for that Zach LaVine route. So when I'm looking at this offseason, it's Mummers, going out of Atlanta. Trae Young might be available. I would be all in on the Trae Young board. I need some type of point guard, man. Whether that's Fred VanVleet, Trae Young. D'Lo gonna be an unrestricted free agent. I'll still even look to try to sign Russ, but I would be looking to move maybe Demar, maybe to a team who could use his services. Somebody who needs that extra star. I could see a Dallas being interested. I could see a Grizzlies, maybe the Pelicans, but they need shooting. But I could see a team who maybe Portland or something like that. A team that can use the Lakers. Many teams could use a DeMar DeRozan. You know what I'm saying? And I would just leverage that. I love what DeMar did. I think, his time he had in a Bulls jersey, Bulls uniform, I think it was monumental. It was very important, and I think it helped, pretty much everybody in that locker room. But I'm not looking to max out no 35-year-old DeMar. I'm not looking to pay him no big bucks. Now, if he's trying to come back on a team-friendly deal or something like that, and he want to pair with Zach LaVine, because we already got Zach on the max. I'm not maxing him and DeMar DeRozan like that. So I'll be looking to make that move. Maybe try to leverage DeMar to try to get like a competent point guard, man. Like we need a point guard like desperately. And it's been like this since Derrick Rose, bro. So that's where my head at, man.
I just don't know who will be available to get. I know there's a lot of rumblings, but I just don't know who will you be confident enough that to trade DeMar DeRozan for. Like,
that's why I say. You got Trae Young out there. Again, D'Lo going to the Lakers. Maybe you could do some sign and trade. Move them all over to Los Angeles, get D'Lo back in return. The tricky thing is you still got Lonzo on contract.
Yeah,
Lonzo come back, but I don't have faith in that. I'd rather bring.
Even
Lonzo
if he come back, bench player, bro. You already know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why we need a point guard, bro. That's the main reason right there. We need a point guard. I bring Lonzo off the bench. 6 man. Limit his minutes, and maybe he play more games and he don't get hurt. Give him the Caruso treatment. Him and Caruso, the same shit we had in the starting lineup. Bring that shit off the bench. And get another compliment that can, really sit well with Zach LaVine on the same timeline in a traditional point guard. Bring back Vooch. You keep Pat at the 4, and then maybe you try to sign a wing this offseason. Somebody who 3 and D. And your point guard, again, they got to be able to shoot the 3-point ball. Like, that's something we're lacking in. So, man, that's the route I'll go. But outside of that, man, Q, what you feeling about Billy, man? Like, what's the deal with Billy? Where you go this offseason? Knowing Billy and Zach into it, bro. Knowing they ain't into it, I ain't gonna be exaggerated, but just to know, like, it seems like their relationship is strictly business. Are you keeping Billy Donovan around, man, or are you shipping Zach to keep Billy? Or
if he already got the secret extension, you can't really fire him because our ownership not gonna pay 2 coaches at the same time again. He didn't want to do it the first time for Billy. Remember, he wanted to keep Jim Boylan when Artur's got here. Jerry Reinsdorf, so that's probably why Zach LaVine name came up at the trade deadline. Just thought about shipping him over to the Knicks.
I would not do that.
I'm just saying, knowing our ownership, don't be like I said. He already said he wasn't trying to pay 2 coaches at the same time, but Arturis and Mark Eversley strong argument to sign Billy Donovan, despite him still having Jim Boylan on the contract. So I don't think he's gonna do it again.
He did with Fred. Fred was still on the contract. He got rid of Fred. Jim Boylan was still on the contract. They got rid of Jim.
No, I'm just saying what he said last time.
Yeah.
So, if he wouldn't do it, I'll be happy. That's what I would wish.
I
I
think
just don't
you.
think Billy Donovan is it. My main thing with Billy Donovan before all of this has started is my man doesn't make adjustments. So here we are, and it seems like he can't get a spark out of a player that he needs a spark from, no matter who it is. Only player that seemed to show some type of development from last year out of our young guys was Kobe, but he hasn't even shown like a strong step. Bro just shown development in other areas he was weaker in. Like he's showing steps in becoming a slightly better defender, slightly better ball handler, but still streaky.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's fact. That's why I said I think as a team we regress. I don't think nobody is as good as they were last year outside of Kobe and Vooch. I think for the most part everybody else took a step back. Nobody really took that step forward this year.
Maybe could have got Javonte.
Yeah, but Javonte shit ain't played since last year. So I mean I don't know, man. That ain't really nothing to look forward to. And I think with the Billy situation, man, to me this is like Garpax all over again, bro. We chose Hoiberg over Jimmy Butler, bro. And it's like I don't want to make that same mistake with Zach LaVine, man. I would rather we find a coach that can bring the best out of Zach LaVine, because again, you trade Zach LaVine, the only thing you're doing is trying to find another one of these type of players. It ain't like you're going to be guaranteed a LeBron or KD. That's a generational talent. That happened every 5-10 years. Like, that ain't, their players don't wake up every day. Like, I ain't trying to trade Zach LaVine to go find a CJ McCollum. Like, I ain't on that, bro. Like, or find an Andrew Wiggins. Like, no, bro. Like, I'd rather find a coach who could maximize somebody who damn near shot 50, 40, 90 from the field 2 seasons ago, back-to-back all-star appearances, trending northward, after injury, after ACL tear, bro, like, became an all-star, like, embraced Chicago, never showed signs of leaving or anything like that. And then we come bring in fucking gum-chewing Billy Donovan. Hell no, bro. Like, fuck no. Like, I ain't, nah. And he already don't have a good reputation around the league. KD didn't fuck with him. I mean, Russ did, but outside of that, Sam Presti just wasn't the guy. Like, hell no. Like, we not fucking Sacramento Kings, bro. Like, go get a real coach. Shit, go try to. We got a Doc Rivers. You got Quinn Snyder. You got a.
Well, look what Mike Brown.
Kevin McHale. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Well, look what Mike Brown doing. Okay, finally got them going crazy.
Bro, it's options out there, bro. So I just think, just shit for real. We need to be looking to get off Billy. Like, that's my opinion, man. And then after that, moving Demar.
Yeah.
And shit, retool him, man. Reshuffle the deck, man. Reshuffle the deck.
Nah, that's exactly all we need to do. Are we gonna do that? Who knows? But that's what we would like to see for a quicker turnaround.
Yeah, man. So you ain't down with the tank route?
No, I don't want to tank, bro. Who the fuck want to tank when they got 2 All-Stars?
I don't get some fans, man. Like, I was watching another game, the Bucks game, and I'm like, man, y'all really trying to see this shit again? Like, shit like this again, bro? Like, hell no.
And my thing is like, no Giannis, no Chris Middleton. Immediately losing Brook Lopez and Drew Holiday.
Bro, Brook looking like fucking all NBA Brook. Oh, goddamn.
Oh, man. So, I just, I'm not trying to see that again. If anything, at the rate we losing, I'd rather keep the guys we got and just tank. Like, why blow it up? We can go on a 6-game losing streak with 2 All-Stars just because DeMar wouldn't even hurt for all 6 games. So if we can go on a losing streak like that with the guys, let's just be bad with the guys. We don't have lottery picks with them.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I think Billy Donovan, man. To me, for our tourists to sit here and say, I think Billy Donovan has done a wonderful job, and clearly, it's some type of disconnection between how they think in the fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need your fan base, your front office, you need everybody on one accord, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. You know, I've been on the Udoka bandwagon for a little minute. Udoka out there. Jason Tatum just said Udoka probably one of his favorite coaches he ever had. You know, like, man, go make some moves, Zach. Go do something. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but if y'all trade Zach, bro, I think that'll be the worst move. And to sit here and bank on hope and luck, shit, y'all better go listen to y'all advisor, John Paxson. Luck and hope is not a strategy, bro. Like, we not doing that, bro. So, outside of that, man, I ain't really got too much else to say. Q, you got something left?
Well, I know we had the private conversation on the buyout market. You want Russ, I want Pat Bev. Both of us want the same thing. Someone just to bring some energy because the team act like they don't want to move. And I think that's the biggest thing. How you come outside? How you come out looking like you just don't want to be there?
Bro, they ain't got no point guard. Bro, if you hooping, bro, and you don't have a point guard, bro, your team is gonna be miserable. Point guard get everybody else involved. That ain't. Now when you got these pseudo scorers running fucking point guard, like, bro, that's not Demar natural position. That's not what Zach naturally do. We playing them outside their role. Yes, they both can pass, but that shouldn't be their primary game. Like, neither one of them are Harden type players. They're more, you know, Diet Kobe than James Harden. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you know, we need somebody who can get them in their spots and get them cooking and get them going, you know, for us to be successful. Like I said, kind of sort of to what Lonzo Ball did last year. Ayo just not that player. I don't think Ayo's a traditional point guard, and Ayo damn sure ain't no starting point guard. I love Ayo, but he got a lot of more development to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what we looking at on the buyout market, point guard. I know we both in on Will Barton. I think we're in an extra wing, 3-and-D guy. Just averaged 14 points a season ago with Denver. Was they starting wing. I think he can come in and bring some type of energy. I wouldn't mind signing him in the offseason either. You know, if we can get him on some type of, you know, mini MLE or something like that, or a vet minimum, I'd definitely bring him in. But I don't know, man. It all depends on what direction we go. And I don't know what they thinking. They might be trying to dump Lonzo. They might be trying to, like, I have no idea what the hell going on with that. It's crazy. So we gotta wait till these, you know, pieces start to fall so we can kind of figure out what they're trying to do. I think all of us as a fan base, you know, it's either trade Zach or DeMar. I think we all can agree on that. And shit, we should have traded Vooch. I'm pretty sure most of us can agree on that as well too. And we all should be in agreement that we need a damn point guard. So we all looking for the same thing. Billy got some fans out there, not too many, but you know, long story short, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Y'all get down in that comment section, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all already know, man. We're gonna get out of here, boys. Peace out.